The future of AI just hit another level. Robots aren't just learning to think anymore. They're learning to move, react, and evolve like living beings. In Germany, something extraordinary just opened. It's called the Neura Gym, a training ground where humanoid robots literally work out to master real-world physics. And across the ocean, Neuralink just pulled off a miracle. Their 8th patient, Nick Ray, who's living with ALS, fed himself for the first time in years using nothing but thought. From AI muscles to human telepathy, the line between biology and machine has never been thinner. Let's start in Germany, where Neura Robotics is changing how machines learn forever. The Neura Gym isn't your average workout space. It's a massive physical AI training center designed to teach robots how to move, balance, and adapt to the chaos of the real world. Imagine this: rows of humanoid robots and robotic arms practicing together, learning tasks like assembly, sorting, and handling complex tools. They're not just following code, they're feeling physics. See, traditional AI was trained on digital data, text, images, videos. But robots can't learn to walk or lift by watching a YouTube tutorial. Just like you can't learn to swim by reading a book, a robot needs to touch, lift, and feel resistance to truly understand motion. That's what Neura's CEO David Rager means when he says, learning to swim requires touching the water. Once a robot experiences the real world, all that simulation data suddenly makes sense. But here's where it gets crazy. Neura isn't stopping at one gym. They're planning multiple training centers around the world, each teaching robots in different environments. Every task, every experiment, every motion gets uploaded into something called the Neuroverse. Think of it as a shared global brain for robots, a cloud where machines upload what they've learned and download the skills of others. If a robot in Germany masters folding a towel or assembling a complex part, that knowledge instantly becomes available to every connected robot on Earth. That's collective learning at planetary scale. The more robots that train, the smarter the entire network gets. Here's how it works. Engineers first simulate tasks in ultra-realistic digital environments using NVIDIA Isaac Sim. Then, they bring those tasks to life inside the physical Neura Gym, where humans remotely guide the robots through movements using teleoperation. The data captured reflects the robot's actual body mechanics and limitations. AI models then combine that simulated and real-world data to learn strategies and improve performance. It's a constant feedback loop: train, test, fail, learn, repeat, until the robots master tasks autonomously. And Neura isn't keeping this to themselves. Other companies can rent space in the Neura Gym, bring their own robots, and train them on custom tasks. It's basically robotics training as a service. With partnerships in China and India for large-scale production, and NVIDIA's AI infrastructure behind it, Neura Robotics is quietly building what might become the world's most powerful physical AI ecosystem. But while robots are learning to move on their own, humans are learning to control machines with pure thought. Meet Nick Ray, Neuralink's latest trial participant. Nick has ALS, a disease that trapped him inside his own body. But thanks to the Neuralink N1 implant, he can now control a robotic arm just by thinking. In the video released by Neuralink, you can actually see him concentrating, and the robotic arm gently picks up food and feeds him. No movement from his body, just the power of his mind. For Nick, this was the first time he fed himself in years. He even shared online, "Life with my BCI has been so surreal and so rewarding. I can't wait to see what comes next." Here's how it works. The N1 chip, implanted in the motor cortex of the brain, uses over 1,000 microelectrode threads to detect neural activity when Nick thinks about moving. Those signals are transmitted wirelessly to a decoder that translates them into precise commands for the robotic arm, all in real time. It's fast enough that it feels natural, almost like the robot is part of his own body. Nick is part of Neuralink's Prime trial, which started with patients suffering from severe paralysis. As of October 2025, 12 people have received the implant, and Neuralink plans to reach 25 by the end of the year. More than 10,000 people are already on the waiting list. Previous Neuralink users could move cursors or play video games like Mario Kart with their minds. But Nick's case is different. He's performing fine motor control in the real world, a far greater challenge. And this is just the beginning. Elon Musk says future versions of Neuralink could help paralyzed people walk again by rerouting brain signals around damaged nerves. Imagine someone with a broken spine walking, running, even dancing, thanks to a wireless connection between brain and machine. Beyond that, Musk envisions restoring vision to the blind, hearing to the deaf, and eventually enhancing memory and cognition, merging human intelligence with AI itself. That may sound like science fiction, but Nick's moment isn't fiction. It's happening now. It's the first real proof that brain-computer interfaces can restore independence to people who've lost it. So, in 1 week, 2 massive breakthroughs happened. In Germany, robots are learning to master the physical world through the Neura Gym and the global Neuroverse. And in the US, a man controlled a robotic arm with his thoughts through Neuralink. Machines learning to think by doing. Humans learning to control machines by thinking. The boundary between mind and machine is fading faster than anyone imagined. And this is only the beginning. If you're fascinated by the merging of robotics and human intelligence, hit that subscribe button right now. Because what's coming next will blow your mind. The future isn't coming. It's already here.